r/AskReddit men of Reddit, what do you wish was more accepted for men without being labeled a pussy or called gay? In the bedroom, the woman can be more sexually dominant. Personally, I'm not talking about sticking anything in me or sucking on a strap-on, but I like when a lady can be the aggressor sometimes. Sure, every once in a while I can toss you around and be the brute. But sometimes you can use me like a **CKSTICK and choke me out too. Ordering fruity drinks at the bar. Hey, they are fucking delicious. This cracks me up. I love a good cocktail. I get teased by random guys and occasional girls for ordering. One of my best friends is a very petite blonde who loves craft beer. So I always get crap when she's drinking a big beer and I'm sipping on my cocktail. The best part is I've literally been a pro craft brewer for 15 years and own my own brewery/distillery. I've won medals at all levels of competition for my recipes, though I think medals are a bit meaningless. But I can't sit and enjoy a decent goddamn cocktail in peace. It's hilarious. Who gives a shit? I wouldn't point. A guy once told me that ale, which I had, was brewed by a woman. I laughed with him and then told him to go F himself. I get mocked for drinking sweet alcohol. Sometimes I want sweet alcohol, and not many will do. Noble rot dessert wines and mead normally point. Then again, anything other than lager or some, usually terrible, microbrew stuff, you're not a real man. I've drunk lots of alcohol types, but saw that attitude point at it. Absolutely silly spelling mistake clearly on display beneath this post. Fruity but not too sweet, preferably something minty point. I drink that crap like juice. I don't think I've gotten out of any of those bars, or whatever, with less than a €50 bill. I love Shirley Temples saying a man looks handsome. Bodybuilding has entered the chat. I'll call it if I see it. I'll say, look at that motherfucker, I can't compete with that, or damn, that motherfucker isn't struggling, save some for the rest of us. The trick is sounding a little more Sam Jackson and a little less RuPaul. Being able to show emotion that isn't a stoic look of anger, be stoic look of mild happiness. I just hate people who freak out angrily when something doesn't go their way. Kinda unrelated, but I just hate that shit. Depending on what it is, I don't think anyone normal cares about guys showing emotions for emotional things. For the most part. Ah, yes, the Ron Swanson look. I have to give 30 days notice if I want to have an emotion at home. I must never get mad. That one always gaslights me. Being able to tell a girl how you feel without being called a simp or pussy. Simp is a recent term and honestly I don't think anyone takes it seriously. It's just a meme. Saying no when a girl wants to smash. Since this is basically my specialty to the degree that I regret some of them, let me be the one to tell you, there are a million less direct ways to say no to a girl. The biggest one, just refuse to take the hint. The number of women who are going to ask you to smash point blank is 0.0000001%. If my boyfriend doesn't want sex, he'll just say, and I'm completely fine with it. Not everyone wants sex all the time, and if you make fun of someone that says no, you're horrible. Do other guys actually do this? There's a lot of times me and my friends warned each other about girls, and when we sober up we've always been appreciative of it. One of us is a med student and he kind of points out STD symptoms, and he's probably saved us tens of thousands of pesos worth of medical bills. Probably even more in child support when we warn each other about contraceptives. Being able to express emotion. I was going to say this, but more specifically sadness, scaredness, etc. Men can be happy, angry, or even mad, but we are often taught to hide any sadness or fright. Most men are vulnerable exactly once. It's a lesson best learned and internalized as early as possible. Y'all must be losing it, I feel so bad. Growing up as a somewhat emotional male has left me, now middle-aged, with a chronic blank expression. I don't instinctively know which emotions are okay to show, so I show nothing. I got bullied, because I did. Our society is fucked up. Bulba has a great bit on this. https://yao2.b/2vjmsx1c. You can express all the emotion you want, as long as it is anger. Don't feel sad, feel angry. Don't feel happy, feel anger. Don't feel jealous, scared, joyful, surprised, relaxed, or hopeful, feel angry. You will be the manliest man that ever lived. Now you don't have to feel like an empty shell of a person that can no longer feel anything due to decades of suppression. You can feel angry. Driving like you don't have a death wish. As a woman, I'm way more into guys who drive safely. I don't want to die in the passenger seat of your stupid F car just because you think you're hot shit. Outright reckless driving is a huge deal breaker. Just sell your BMW and buy 20 Yo Alfa Romeo. Everyone would think that if you pass 80 miles per hour your car will break into pieces. Oddly enough, I find it's women who drive like complete maniacs. Hugs. Sometimes I just want to feel the warm embrace of a friend. Yak now? I ain't gay. I'm a very cuddly person. I love hugs. Both my best friends don't show their love physically. I love watching them squirm a bit when I force a hug on them. You're both twats and I love you. Now accept my cuddle. Listening to girly music. I'm a pretty masculine man. But the CD in my car with Michelle Branch, Annie DiFranco, and the Indigo Girls beg to differ. I agree. Most of what I listen to has female vocals, and my wife loves it, because we are both always jamming to the same music point. But if I'm in the car by myself, I feel like I have to turn it down at red lights. And I would never play any of that at work. The best kind of whiplash to give is having a passenger in your car and your Spotify playlist goes from Gloria Hammer's Rise of the Chaos Wizards to Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. At this point I love a beautiful female singing voice in my ear. It soothes me. Makes me feel good. Always has. So when I was in my early teens I developed a taste for female fronted bands, and when I mentioned it to friends or anyone in a conversation they would be like, PFFFFFFT chick bands. What, are you gay? And I'd be like, oh I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Preferring having a dude singing sweet nothings into your ear and having posters of him on your wall and worshipping him wasn't point TL. Doctor, I'm a 38-year black dude who non-stop listens to the punk/metal/goth bands he grew up with like Sleater Kinney, Jack Off Jill, Lacuna Coil, and Rasputin, and to hell with anyone who thinks only X underscore is for X underscore. Life is too short and unpredictable for gatter keeping and judgment. Kissing the homies goodnight. I'm jealous of the homies. Just giving your homie a big hug and tell them that you really appreciate them. Giving the homies a good morning docking. Watching sappy romantic comedies. I'm not ashamed to admit to watching those movies. Honestly, I like some of them, and I liked watching them with my sister when I was younger. This but with anime. The Wedding Singer is still my go-to. Lol. Having a proper skincare routine, clean shaving the body, ordering strawberry milkshakes, wearing sweet perfume, being able to say no to sports invitations, and being able to say you'd rather be at home to read a book or to cook. As a girl with a very sensitive nose, I prefer men who take care of their self-hygiene. I order strawberry milkshakes. I don't think that anybody cares. Ordering strawberry milkshakes. Wait, what? Is this a thing? I've ordered plenty of strawberry shakes. Never has anyone said anything. Cooking is the single most gender confused thing in life. Men who like to cook as a hobby are gay. But on a professional level, women are outcasts and have a much harder time breaking into the industry. Having more lady friends than dude friends. Also, having a good sense of style and loving my girlfriend. I have been called gay for both of those things. crying like a bitch. Full on ugly face and snot nose. So exhilarating to finally break down and let it all out, but it would be nice to not have to hide it in shame of ridicule and mockery. There's some irony in you choosing to phrase this as crying like a bitch. I like a good happy cry. Crafting, no one makes fun of my GF for crafting, but the second I wanna do a goddamn quilt it's gay. Having emotions, talking about it. This problem comes from both men and women perpetuating male stereotypes. If I don't want to have sex, it is a question of my manhood rather than my mood. Multiple men and women have gone speechless when I explain that I'm not down to have sex 24/7. If I cry it must be because there is something seriously wrong and broken. In reality I well up at heartwarming things like once a week, but I have to do so in private otherwise people stop perceiving me as manly. If I try to relate my emotions, I have to talk to a woman. You can pour your heart out to a man, and he is likely to respond with a sentence. I have mostly female friends now. If I want my clothing to be an expression of my personality, like women do, then I'm required to fit a template. Women have every choice in the world for what to wear. If a guy wants to be attractive to women and associate with men, there's like 10 choices. If I want to show off my body, via clothing or otherwise, women think of me F-boy or a douchebag and men think of me as gay. Girls will call you gay for not buying them alcohol at the bar. Society just expects men to cover the drinks. No joke, I've spoken to girls about this, and this is what they've said. I often wish I was born female, because my personality would thrive as a female. But alas, I love my penis. Also, if we start talking about the disadvantages women have, we'll be here all night. I think the limited self-expression is the most annoying for me. I have to be a rock, as is expected. Lord help me, if I later my appearance in some gregarious way, I just don't feel like having to explain myself when really it's just cause I like it. Crying. My dad always calls me a girl. If I cry we are also humans bro, we need to cry. Like cute things. I mean, in general like cute things. Little cats and puppies, and then having like a girly child voice when seeing one. Like unicorns and other fantasy creatures often associated with female childs. Once my sister made fun because I saw a puppy that was so cute that I cried. Can I introduce you to my religion? *HANDS of printed anime cat girls. Refusing to participate in any competition. There's also simp, but I'm not sure if that's greater or equal to being called gay. Listening to deep music. Can't listen to a sad song without getting weird looks sometimes. I'll listen to sad music all the time, the so hates it lol. She has learned that no, I'm not sad all the time, I just like Jeremy Zucker's music. Crying. Staying away from alcohol and drugs such as weed. Good for you, stay focused. Staying away from addictions takes more willpower than succumbing to them. I'm generally a moderate user of alcohol and weed, but during the lockdown I've avoided both, because it's just not a good situation for drinking or being stoned. I also went without any intoxicants for about 15 years for various reasons, mainly overwork and kids. There's no shame in not indulging. There's also no shame in moderate indulgence. You decide what works for you. Being able to say no, or saying no to hanging out, especially with girls. Sucking dick lol. A blowjob is still a job bro. Or F another guy in the ass. I'm not the one getting fucked in the ass, Bob, so you can stop telling everyone I'm gay already. That's romantic. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Wearing tights. It's seriously the most comfortable crap ever. Especially the ones with cool bright colors. They're all marketed to women, so it feels weird to even shop for them. No, I'm not a transvestite, I just like to get out of my 19th century burqa clothes and use my full range of hip motion. Enjoying musical theater. and Disney movies. Coco is so amazing, I love it. Someone's got an episode of South Park to watch. Talking about my feelings. Taking a personal day at work when I'm too stressed the F out and need a day. Being able to hug a friend when I see them. Not the stupid ass bro hug I have to give, I'm talking a real deal I love you hug. I'm only allowed to be pissed off, or a tough guy, or I'm a pussy. I'm not allowed to have feelings or issues. It's settled. Mixed drinks. I love whiskey, but I also love a nice Seagram or a black cherry mojito every now and then on a hot summer's evening. Being gay. Being able to cry. Rollerblading lol. Sitting down when you pee. That should be considered extremely masculine, because men shouldn't want pee splashing out of the bowl. Jelly drinks are delicious. Want more, but it's embarrassing. Thank you for watching this video, like and subscribe for more, see you next time.